Welcome to the Rhodes House in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, our top 5 showdown. Number 1 Texas in town to take on number 5 Alabama after. And missed it inside. And a leadoff base runner here for Texas to open up the game. Start. Here's the 7th pitch to good, and she lost her as well. Back-to-back walks to open the game for the freshman. Giles fires down to third, not in time to get Henry. Wow, that's a great jinx this year. 1-2 pitch. Got her. 1 down.
And that is a big strikeout for the freshman. Second and third, Martinez had a home run last night on a pitch on the inner half. They decide to tack her on the outer half. Nice drop ball with downward movement
this year for the senior from Sandia, Texas. Right back up the middle. One is in as Henry scores. They are waving around good. And Texas makes Alabama pay for both free passes.
A bit too sweet in this situation. You can see it's supposed to be on the outer half, and it's just elevated and right over the white. And because of that, Atwood is going to punish it, send it right back up the middle, and Vandergrift is going to come up
in the circle. Called strike 3. 2 down.
That was a great pitch by the freshman after having 3 full counts. This is a drop ball on the inner half. Just really good job of painting that.
Alabama's confidence to keep it close, give themselves a chance, and it's walk number 3 of the inning, and that will get Lance McMahon out. And she lost another one.
Yeah.
4th walk of the inning loads the bases. And that'll walk in a run. And it's 3-0 Texas.
And you can tell by the body language of the freshman.
Wells pops it up, back on the grass out left is Salem Hawkins. Texas
also take their walks, as we saw in that first inning.
Alexis Papillo grounds it to Vivi Martinez. It's short, 1 down.
And her off-speed.
Couple of first pitches swinging,
yeah.
2 down. The Rhodes House, a win percentage of 85% off the end of the bat. Slow roller to Nichols, and it's a 1-2-3 start for Hannah Wells.
That just shows how tough the SEC is.
Caden Henry drives that one to center field and almost takes out our camera, and a deep home run. And it's 4-0 Texas.
Beth, we talked about the power of this lineup. The power off the bat, unbelievable. It gets a pitch that is piped right over the middle, rise ball, and Henry does not hesitate. You can see the extension. When you get extended on a ball like that, it is going to go 250 without a doubt. Watch out, guys, in center field, man, and those cameras. Team that battled very hard against Texas A&M last weekend. And that series has set them up well for this series here at T-Town.
Gets the swing and miss, 2 down.
And that's outstanding changeup, and she's going to need to use that effectively and often. You can see the way that ball is not just off speed, but the movement down in the zone. It gets
into the national championship game as Atwood drills one out to left under the glove of a diving Embry Taylor for the 2-out hit. Her 2nd single tonight. 9 innings in the series, bud. Back-to-back knocks. That's Katie Stewart and her first one tonight. Rallied to win. Altmaier caught looking. Couple of hits, couple left on, and Caden Henry goes.
She can handle her 5th home run of the year. She says, yeah, I got a .410 average, but I can hit for power too. Number 5 for Caden Henry. Laying off pitches out of the zone.
Ground ball to Martinez. Look at the footwork from Vivi as she gets ready to make that play, and it's 4 ground player of the year and the Texas player of the year off of her glove, and Alabama has a base runner.
On Hannah Wells.
And this one Wells is able to handle. Only play is to first to get the second out. Giles was quick to... Right back up the middle. Giles headed home, throw to the plate, offline, and a run on the board for Bama. And on the throw home, Hawkins.
You've got to be able to respond when your opponent is putting runs up. So Hawkins pitch on the outer half, slams it right back up the middle. But what I love is that Marley Giles, the way she's going to really get herself in a position coming home to be safe. Ball popped up the middle. Throw coming in from Kaden Henry, but you can see the way that Giles comes around third, and she's going to see Reese Atwood. And look at the way she's going to slide around, dive to the plate, so that she's putting her outer half and down to get into.
2 on with 2 outs. First free pass. Thought about the bunt. It gets by Atwood, and now 2 in scoring position for Lojo.
Well, then that's a situation here with 2 out.
Hitter, and the bases are loaded for Alabama and their best hitter. Ball 4 to walk in a run as Hawkins trots home. And they have cut the deficit in half. Base hit. That'll be extras out to right center. 1 run is in, 2 are in. Throw to the plate, not in time. And Papillo slides home with the go-ahead run.
How about Brooke Wells with her 8th double of the year at the bases loaded. This pitch elevated, and she gets all into it, but she still lets it travel. She doesn't try to pull it. She goes oppo with it. She gets into that right center gap, and she knows with the bases loaded, that is going to clear them. And Hannah Wells, the freshman, getting them to cross the dish.
Lost her. 4th walk of the inning as Alabama. Can they keep it going? That pitch blows by Atwood. Another wild pitch.
It's a rise ball.
What an AB.
Wow.
For Taylor. And that'll load the bases again for Alabama. Play at the plate, nope. Wells scores from third on another wild pitch.
Now look at where Atwood is at. So she is well down. That pitch is supposed to be on the inner half. She's down.
Slow roller to Nichols at third, and in time to end the inning. 6 runs, scored 6 runs. Ashton Maloney, fly ball out to left. So let's see how #1 Texas responds.
Next spot, you're like, dear Lord, how often does that happen?
Bennett slaps that one, fair ball, and KD will leg it out for the infield hit with 1 down. Nichols back up the middle, base hit. One of the things that Mike White was looking for was some better power.
Well, Beth, it's the power, but she also has 21 stolen bases.
Yep.
I mean, the speed is off the charts, and so that's why when you have Bennett and Maloney in front of her.
And it's Leanne Good. Chopper to third. Taylor comes home with it to get the lead runner for the second out.
Really good positioning. She's on her toes. Look at the way she hops. That ball looks like it's going in the 5-6 hole. She says, not so fast. Gloves.
Swing and a miss. To end the inning, done.
How about the freshman drop ball? Goes out of the glove by Giles, but they get the out. And look at Moulton. She's like, I'm back. Redemption. They can get Audrey Vandergriff back in form.
Dropping down the bunt. Safe at first as the throw down from Atwood pulled Good off the base.
Vandegrift can run. Look at, she puts this bunt down, and her turnover rate, getting down that line so quick. The speed of Vandegrift gets that down, but look at that turnover, hitting that green. Patrick Murphy put her there because he said that number 1 and number 6 are typically your biggest leadoff spots.
Here's what should have been a sacrifice for Hawkins, but she's safe at first. She'll play some short game too. Nichols does not give it a chance to roll foul, and the bases are loaded.
It's going to come up, and so if you take a look at this, one of the things you want to do when you're playing the corners is when you're heading in, you want to make sure that you read the rotation of the ball when this goes down. Is this going to go foul? I think if she lets that ball go, it's a foul ball. Take a look at the way you can see the bat angle. Even that ball is definitely going to go foul.
5 tonight at the Rhodes House. Lauren Johnson, a swing and a miss against Citlali Gutierrez, the 3rd different Texas pitcher tonight. Another bases loaded walk to Papillo. 7 for Alabama. Reaches for it. And Gutierrez gets back-to-back strikeout.
Was 3 off-speed curveballs in a row. Look at the way this ball just dances. Great job by Atwood to make sure she gloves this up. That's off the bat.
Called strike 3. Alabama leaves the bases loaded, but they get another one up. Ground ball to Taylor at 3rd. 1 down.
Is good on pitches up in the zone. This year, she's done a much better job.
In foul territory, and the catch is made by Taylor. So, has to get back in there and get after it. And getting it done. She's retired 5 straight, and freshman out of Daphne, Alabama.
Vic Moulton with that drop ball, that 4-seam over the top, great downward movement, but it's the energy and the emotion for me, Vic Moulton. Welcome back to the game on that pitch.
3 strikeouts that last inning. Deep fly ball, way back and gone. Ambry Taylor with the solo blast.
Ambry Taylor, the freshman, after seeing an off-speed curveball, gets one a little bit harder, a little bit faster. Look at the way she just loads up that backside rotation. That's a no-doubter off of the bat for the freshman. Taylor going yard for her.
Off the bat of Caden Henry earlier, and this one cleared the top of both of them off of Taylor's bat, and now Giles on board. Slow roll to 3rd. Nichols, only play is to 1st. Giles into scoring position. Here to Hawkins with a runner in scoring position. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez gets the strikeout. 2 down.
See something hard, you're like, oh, it's not a changeup, so you end up swinging at it. This pitch well out of the zone. But you're so worried about that changeup that you end up chasing hard stuff down.
Hubbard out to left, and over to make the catches, Altmaier. Side retired, 1 stranded. Got knocked out in the 1st, came back in the 3rd, and has now retired 6 in a row. 1 down. Game with weather coming could make a difference as Bennett wraps one back up the middle. Guiding Texas to its 1st title. Nichols out to Johnson, 2 down, and here comes the top of the order. Chop to 2nd, and the tag is applied by Jenna Young on Katie Bennett.
Those walks, a hit batter and 6 hits.
Johnson waits on it, sends it out to Henry in left center. 1 down. And Papillo is on base for the 3rd straight time. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Another wild pitch, and Papillo to second. I mean, regardless of the outcome. Roman reaches for it. Stewart will touch the bag at first. And two in scoring position. Taylor, base hit, will drive in a pair. 10-4 tied.
First pitch swing and just comes out and is super aggressive on a pitch on the outer half, waits on it, gets around it. Look at the way that she barrels that up. Great extension. Doesn't try to do too much with it.
Giles golfs that one out to left for a base hit. And the game winner is aboard. Talk in the batter's box. Swinging away this time and a base hit. One run is in. Giles racing over to third, and the game winner stands 60 feet away. Hard hit, but right at Martinez. And Texas lives to play another inning. Different champions in the last 5 years. Since we had co-champs last season with Oklahoma and A&M. Texas trying to extend it. Martinez laces one out to center. And there's Vandegrift, one down. Atwood chops that to Hawkins. Over to second for one. Double play for the Alabama defense.
Has been flashing the glove all year for Alabama. Hawkins over to Young, to Wells over at first. That is the 10th double play of the year, and Moulton loving the defense behind her. Look at that.
Ground ball to good, one down. At again. She would lead off for the Horns. One out away from watching that. Chops that to Stewart. Bobbled. And the game winner is aboard.
Both catchers, for that matter. A lot of balls in the dirt.
Wells, ground ball, snagged by Nichols. And we are headed to the 7th. Last chance coming up for Texas. 30 locally, 1:30 Eastern. And there's a rocket all the way to the track. And Johnson, who was playing deep, able to hold her to a single. Another 0-2 pitch. Called, strike 3.
Energy, that passion, drop ball in the outer half, really well.
To second base, Young flips for one. That's all they'll get. They'll take care of the lead runner. And Texas is down to its final out. Swing and a miss. And Moulton ends it with a strikeout as Alabama beats #1 Texas. Evens the series in the rubber match tomorrow.
Beth, how